it already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. 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 Macaroni and penis.
Hello and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I'm your scary neighbourhood dungeon master, Aaron, and this week I've been mostly reading the new Repairman Jack novel by F. Paul Wilson. And if you don't know about Repairman Jack, then I suggest you go and educate yourselves.
Click the link
because
to
it's good.
buy it on Audible.
Yeah, if only. yeah, F. Paul Wilson, please sponsor Misfits and Monsters. I love your writing. So we're down a mic because he's got coronavirus.
I'm pretty sure I gave it to him.
He hasn't got coronavirus.
I'll give it to all of you.
If the guys die in this climactic final battle because they haven't got a cleric, then this is the episode where that happens.
He's not a cleric anyway, he's a bard.
And also because of the
we were doomed from the start. No!
In fact, you haven't got
and also
a cleric.
because of the virus, we're gonna die in real life too.
We haven't had one of those in years.
You guys have got no cleric.
Yeah, you guys shunted out the
You've got no healing spell. Your fucking cleric was not worth healing anybody.
Some people once.
He killed children.
Not cleric, killed children.
No.
Hey. All I'm hearing is negativity from the group. He was a good.
He kept putting his sword. He kept putting his sword in parts of creatures' bodies that aren't sheaths.
It was funny. Come on, guys.
It was funny.
Come on.
I don't miss him.
Hear all about it.
I don't miss him, which is why I turned him into a host for a goop creature. Okay.
Oh.
Whoa. Nice. I mean, that's the truth.
But yeah, today we have everybody else. So, well, except for Mike. Other Mike. Let's not confuse issues. So
We're all gonna die.
Don't hold any punches.
This could be your last chance to sound off about your character. Max, go for it.
Hi, group. I feel like this is going to be my last visit to the this event. Well, yeah, I tried to disintegrate someone last time. It didn't work.
Yeah, that was
It was really
sanctioned.
Yeah. I think that's the problem about addiction, is even when it doesn't happen, you still want it. Well, anyway, if I don't turn up next week, don't send out the search party. Bye.
We would not dream of it.
Yeah, that was me. That was a character I play on this game called Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition. We make up some rules too.
We make up most shit, actually.
Yeah.
We don't play the game correctly at all.
It's held together with duct tape.
It is. Literally, my monitor is hanging off a piece of string.
That's what the D stands for.
Max is sounding more and more like Moss from IT Crowd every day.
Craig,
Me?
you're next.
Let me just read through my mouth.
Like we can barely hear you through that plastic.
Hang on.
In fact, move that mic closer to you.
Oh, the mic's in a weird position.
Yeah, the mic's in a weird position.
Why is the mic in a weird position?
Because I was weighing
Don't
down
break the
that
illusion, don't show them.
mat with stuff.
Oh no, oh, it's a bit wobbly.
Oh, wibbly wobbly. How's that?
Now we ASMR.
My character's a big
Lip
girl.
smacking is not ASMR. In fact, that's guaranteed to most likely send somebody into an infuriated rage.
Oh wow.
That's
Stop!
nice.
Speaking of
People do not
infuriated
watch us
rage,
for this.
I play Cray Cray. A big pink scaled whirlwind of 2 claws and axe blade jaws, exiled from his homeland. I'm the original murder homeland.
Oh.
Good, good. All right.
I
OG.
refuse to die.
We'll see how the death rolls go.
Yeah, it's not. Just follow the
What?
We'll see how the death saves go. Kat,
Hello.
batter up.
I'm Kat. Hey, I'm Kat. I'm playing Kayla. She's a tiefling bell mage. She has an affinity with fire, and she likes chain whips.
Ooh.
Funnily enough.
Coincidence complete.
That leaves only you. Deliver some science.
Wait,
And
what?
Sif.
And me.
I'm
I'm
sorry. No. Who's Pat? Well, I can't.
It leaves only the one person left.
Sif died last session. What are you talking about? Pat, why are you here? Sorry, Pat, you go next then.
Well, shit.
Alright, bye. Wow, with an introduction like this, ooh, tough
It's
crowd.
only up.
Again. Okay, my name is Pat, and I play a half monk, half orc, all arsehole named Sif, who
Chocolate starfish.
You played a character called Sif.
Half monk
I
or
pretend to
arsehole.
play a character, but really it's just me. And so I punch things and I say funny things sometimes also.
Ah, I see it now.
That's it.
Indispensable.
Got it.
Everybody needs the sociopathic curmudgeon comic relief.
My character's completely different from me.
Yeah.
I'm
Um,
Is
nothing like this in real life.
Is it?
Group.
Uh,
I feel attacked right now.
I'm feeling very attacked.
This is a safe.
Okay, Haz, drop some science on us. I know you've written an equation. Come on.
Oh, mate. Got the greatest. No. Hello, I'm Haz. I play this group's Velma, Shaggy, and occasional Scrappy Doo, all in the not so majestic, straw-filled form of Bramble, walking scarecrow horror show. Now, onto what I was reading. I've read this book on meddling kids by Edgar Cantero, which is somewhat related to Scooby-Doo, ironically, but has Lovecraft elements, so definitely check that out.
Click the link, audible
Alright.
link here to buy.
Well, is anybody else reading anything they want to recommend?
I haven't
Misfits
read
and
a book in
Monsters
years.
recommend.
You recommended a book at the start, so
I
I'm like,
did because I never have anything witty to say, so I have to rely on just telling people
I
about
think
shit
Harry
I'm
Potter's
doing.
great.
I'm reading,
I listened to the. Oh, there's a really bad echo right now. Is someone? Where's it coming from? Sorry.
I don't know. Your screen keeps moving. I don't know why.
Like that.
So animated.
Gents,
It's alright. Don't
It's
worry.
because I've got a really wobbly desk.
Carry
Always
on.
bodes well.
Carry on. What were you reading?
Oh,
Okay.
like it was literally Harry Potter.
It was Harry Potter. Oh my god.
No, it was the Steve. That was listening to the audiobook.
We can't help it that we're normies.
I was trying to do it funny and it just failed because my own voice stopped me.
Was it inside your head?
Like
It
a worm.
was.
What about you, Pat? I know that you've been delving into some esoteric realms. What have you been reading?
Oh, good question. So right now, I am reading. I'll find it for you.
Remember, we've only got till 10.
Oh,
Sorry. I am reading The Conquest of Happiness by Bertrand Russell.
oh.
It's pop philosophy for sad boys.
Hans, are you sponsored by Jack Wills?
no.
Your bottom of your cup.
My cup, right?
Do they
I just had to get a cup of tea.
do they want
Product
to
placement.
do they want to sponsor us? Do you want to
They can
sponsor us,
sponsor
Jack
us.
Wills?
Yeah, Jack, Mr. Jack Wills.
I can just see
Whoever you are.
them wanting to be associated with this stream. Anyway, on to things. You were in the midst of combat with what appeared to be a group of anti-adventurers that were... yeah, you are, Craig. Hang on, let me switch you back. Yeah, you should be able to see this.
I got it on screen.
Have you signed into your own... Ugh.
No, it's the Misfits.
Are anti-adventurers like people who just want to stay at home and chill?
Okay, villains. I'll just use that word. You were fighting
And
villains,
further.
and that were kind of like your doppelganger opposites, and you were stuck there also with the dung sweepers who were taking shelter underneath the cart. In fact, I need to draw a square, and I can't see this fucking screen properly. There we go. Oops. So, and let's see, it's somewhere like around here. So the cart's here and the dung sweepers are underneath it, taking cover. Well, they were trying to anyway. And things were looking grim. Alright, I'm just going to roll initiative for this other thing.
This other thing.
What?
Is it an ally?
Shh, you don't know.
Is
Shh.
it a friend?
Shh.
Got the kind face.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh my god. Never tell me the odds.
ETSO.
Oh my god. It's pretty good. All of the people that are on your side are at the beginning of the thing. So so the dung sweepers are all let me just see if I can do a dex save for each of them.
But they're just weak civilians.
Yes.
Get out of here, dung sweepers.
So so Faith and Cole, the foreman, managed to scrabble underneath the cart, but Camelin, Jasper, and well, it is only just Camelin and Jasper, isn't it? They get pinned by some of the volley of arrows that the kids are surrounding you on the roofs around the buildings of the White Court, the White Ball Court, and they're wounded by the projectiles that have embedded themselves in their body. So you hear Jasper scream like, "Oh! It went in my arse!" And Cameron, you just hear him like grunt, like, as the arrow embeds itself in his flesh. So, battle music. Here we go. It's on. It's happening. Can we hear this?
Where's that thing that might be?
That's a good point. I need to. Where's our list of shit that we can do?
Right. So it is my turn. And all of you need to do a dex saving throw for me, please.
Down. It's high. 23,
New?
24.
24 is good.
16.
16 is good.
What saving throw, sir?
12.
15.
12, 15. 12 isn't good. What about you, Kayla? What did you get?
15 as well.
So, unfortunately, Sith, you take 14 points of piercing damage as a number of the arrows find you where you are and stick into your body. You're looking, you're becoming a cocktail treat. What are those things called where they stick pineapple chunks on them?
Oh, hedgehog.
Yeah, cocktail hedgehog. You're becoming a cocktail stick hedgehog, whatever. I ruined that joke by trying to explain it, so let's move on.
I'm nearly dead.
You're nearly dead. Fucking hell.
Don't hold your punches. Let's kill us all.
No, that's
Okay.
Marek speaking.
So my monk, who's facing off against Sith, is currently stunned, so I'm going to try and do a saving throw to break the effect. Is that right? I can do that, can't I? But whose stun was it? Can anyone remember?
Stunning strike.
Was it you, Pat? Was it Sith?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Was it Sith's stunning strike that stunned my
Yes.
monk?
Yes.
So what's
Yes, it
what's the saving throw I've got to beat to break the effect?
15.
15. Oh, and he does. Okay, so you see him. You see him suddenly like shake out of his paralysis.
Oh no, it's not going well.
Everyone takes 30 damage.
And we're now playing Strip D&D as well.
Like marbles, and then you steal the other person's marbles, but they're dice.
Okay. So he's now loose and ready to rock once again.
Not the red boy.
But now it is the dwarf who's facing off against Cray Cray's turn. If I can just find the goddamn.
He spoke in a Scottish accent.
Where the heck is his sheet?
Oh. I've got one sheet, he gets -10.
This is what happens when you break continuity and do a special one-off session with different bits and bobs.
They're from Bob and
That's
Dick.
okay, I'll have to do this. Okay, so
That's not going to help. That, is it?
so this guy isn't stunned, so he's like, right, have at thee, you big pink bastard. And he doesn't roll very well though.
Fuck this.
So that's
He's going to die anyway, you might as well embrace it.
that's a 16 to hit.
Miss.
That misses, but he makes 4 attacks.
Don't worry, I'll react to him.
Okay.
Bam, bam, bam. So I'm just trying to make something. So. I will repost.
I'm going to repost this fence.
Oh, 16 plus something.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And let's just get all purples.
That is indeed a hit.
So. Jesus. 22 damage.
22. Alright. Yep.
I tell you what, I'll throw in some extra.
Yep.
Can you do a wisdom saving throw?
Yep. So that is terrible. That is 6. So he fails.
So you are now frightened.
Oh, I don't think he's. Can he be frightened?
And he also takes 9 more damage.
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 So it's like, hey, suddenly I don't know why, against all reason, I've pissed my britches, and he just starts backing away from you like, oh.
I go all crazy eyed.
But am I unable to attack you now, Fran? I can't remember.
Stacey, you're not allowed to move any closer to
You
him.
can't move towards him and
Okay, so he just starts wild, like, away, you pink mancy, away. So
I don't know who's
So I'm going to do my next 3 attacks. So he does 3 savage strikes on you.
Oh shit.
So 18.
That's a hit.
So 18 is a hit, so that's going to be 2d6. So that's 8 plus. Wow. That's 24 because of the extras.
I think the is he frightened?
He is. Is it with
I think
disadvantage?
he gets disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while
Okay.
the source of fear is within line of sight.
So 15 was a miss then. So that was a miss. And then next attack.
Just go.
I only know because I scared the pants off of you last week.
You did. You fucked me up big time last
That's a miss.
I still ended up with the lowest.
2 natural 20s. I fucking kid you not.
Oh,
I've just rolled 2 nat 20s.
Nice.
If I could move this camera, I would show
did you
you.
not?
Nah. So that would be in
Roll
total
them again, just to check.
like a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 4d6 plus 12. So
I realise I've got a really powerful feature and I haven't been using it.
Please use it now.
I'm going to.
That
that's
would be
22 plus
I think we
37.
found that out last week.
37
like,
points of slashing damage, and last attack that misses. So you're good. And then he's obviously he's frightened. So and now it is the magic wielder that's fighting Groggart and Bogurt.
Down with the crown.
I was fighting the witch woman, I believe.
So,
yeah, I think you and I had swapped.
Ah.
I'm going to have a bad time, guys.
Me too.
oh crap.
Have a really bad time.
So what have I got left here?
I die.
I've dropped my pencil. I really should have figured this out before. So he's going to use Cone of Cold on you. So his hands start to ice up and frost is fizzing off his hands, and as he prepares it and then blasts it towards
That's good.
Groggart.
I save against the greater effect of it. 19 plus a million.
Okay, so and he's casting this at 6th level. So that's an extra d8. So that's 9d8.
Well, he'll get both of them, to be fair.
Probably killed God as well.
Right, he's yeah, I am. Do I get advantage?
Okay.
Advantage on dex saving throws against factions.
Wow, that's nearly all my d8.
Okay, he saves us.
$32 points of cold damage, so 16, like, if you halve it, do you halve it?
Yes.
So 16 points.
Oh my god, right. 74 minus 16, I don't know what that is. Maths is not my strong suit.
Okay. So that's that guy's turn over.
Oh man.
the mastering on these songs is so variable that I'm constantly having to fucking manage the sound system.
Oh man. Right, I'm good. I'm still alive.
So, after he blasts you, the witchy-looking woman that is dealing with Kayla is aggresses towards her.
Is it me? I'm Bramble, I think. But still, yeah, me. Not me. It's
Throw
alright.
my name into it.
Huh, I've already. So I noted my damage still from last week. So yeah, I'm already not doing so great on health.
So, what do they do?
Bring it on!
Yeah, I've got 2 on me. It's kind of fucking me up.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, so many choices.
Concede.
How to fuck up cat?
You're immune to fire, so it's kind of like, well,
I'm not immune.
Do they
resistance.
know that?
Yeah, they don't know
Do
that.
they know that?
Stop metagaming, DM.
Yeah, Rodney.
I think if one person is allowed to metagame, It's
Yeah.
How could you not? How could you not metagame? I give myself 4 seconds of amnesia. Oh, no.
Oh. Where
Okay.
am I?
so
Who is this character?
so from their robe they pull out this vial of this bright yellow, smoky-looking substance, and they break it in one hand, just break the glass, and then inhale it, and then go, and this cloud of sulfurous, stinky emanation envelops this area in a 20-foot radius.
Oh, fuck.
So can you all make a Constitution saving throw? Is this yellow? Is this 20-foot? Is this 20-foot radius thingamajob? This one.
The black one.
18?
Is it the black one that's 20 foot?
Oh,
18.
the darkness. Do you mean the darkness?
That's a 20-foot one, is it?
I think it's 15.
15.
20 foot. If I've left a fire one in there, that one's 20.
20-foot radius.
Yeah.
I think the black one's a fire one.
So it'd be the yellow one? Cause
No, the yellow one.
So everybody pretty much has to do it.
Yeah, that yellow one. The black one's darkness.
So what were your con saves?
18.
17.
Oh, wait, is it con? It's even more.
Yeah.
14.
21.
16 and 25.
So if everybody get over 15, did they?
Yeah.
God damn
I think so.
it.
He was
No.
Oh,
No.
what did you get, Sif?
1-4.
Oh dear. So you have to spend your next turn retching and reeling from inhaling this disgusting gas.
Is it poison?
It's not poison.
It's nasty.
It's a fart.
And 2 of my guys fail as well.
She just farted in the jar.
So
It's like a million farts cried out and then fell silent.
the bard and the tiefling, the whatever that guy is that's near Bramble, they both also start going, and they're like, why did you do that? They got us too! And her eyes are watering and snot's flowing from their brain.
Him! Fucking idiot!
So,
Persuasion.
you wish.
Deception.
So the tiefling that's facing off against Bramble, what can they do?
Need to focus these guys.
They attack you with their weapon. They're more lifting it up and swinging it down at your cranium, Bramble.
Not his cranium. He needs that.
Not the cranium.
It holds my brainium.
So that's a 23 to hit, which is definitely a hit.
That's it.
And so that's 2d6. So that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage as it cracks you on your noggin, flattening your pointy hat.
My hat, you bitch.
And then he raises his hand up to its chin and grasps its pointed bony sort of projections there and mutters something, and then this red light emanates around it and then leaves its body and coalesces into the form of a what looks like some kind of reptilian bird with like a long pointed beak and but like a horny projection on the back of its head. It looks like it's more reptile than avian mammal. It's got more of a scaly appearance to it, and this creature then descends upon you, Bramble. So and it swoops down and tries to gore you with its spectral beak, and that is a terrible, terrible fucking roll. Nah, and misses. So fortunately, this winged, saurian, glowing red spectral creature dives, and you manage to just like step away out of its line of action. So yeah, okay, right, and then now the enlarged gladiator, who's
Why
attacking.
you keep hitting me?
He's like, shut up! I don't need to think of you as a person, just as an obstacle. I'll have my heirlooms back from you. If I have to come back from the dead to retrieve them, I will. Ah! And he chocks at you. His voice getting strangely high.
Oh, Mummy, Daddy,
Mummy, Daddy, natural 20.
witness me.
That's another nat 20.
Nat 20, what the fuck?
So 2d6. That's actually 4d6, isn't it? Because we've done that. So that's 12 plus. Oh my god! I just rolled 4 6s. 4 6s. I did, honestly.
I feel like we need to buy Aaron a present. I feel like we wronged him.
So that's 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved, because I...
So 20 points of bludgeoning. And then he makes another attack on the backswing. And he fumbles. Nat 20 and a fumble. So as he brings it around, in his eagerness, he's like... and he accidentally chops himself in the back of the shoulder by swinging it too far around. He's like... Ah! So now
Are
I'm
you
going to...
alright?
Got a bit eager there.
So that's 100. Okay, and then he has one final attack. He's like, "Stop mocking me!" And he desperately swings it back around to for his final attack, and I just rolled another nat 20. I'm not joking. This is ridiculous. What the fuck? It's like the fate. It's like the fates want you to die.
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen his heirlooms. His family heirlooms. The only ones he has to remember his dead parents.
I mean, they're not gone. They still exist.
He doesn't know that.
So yeah, 30 points of slashing damage. Sorry.
So 15.
So 15.
If we get out of this, we should visit his parents.
What? Pop over
And
tea.
talk to them about how he died horribly.
And he killed them too.
Oh.
And the bard is still retching. That's between Ezra and Kayla. He's like, "Oh God, this mucus does not go with the colour of my tunic." So it's now Ezra's go, but Ezra isn't here, so I don't really know. What would Ezra do?
He casts something really high level, divine.
I'll let you guys decide what you want him to do, and I'll do it.
Something.
He kills everyone.
He would use bardic inspiration on someone.
Yeah?
Yeah, he would definitely do support work.
Something that would like enhance someone, or something that would just.
Is there any particular spell or ability you guys can recall that you want him to do other than bardic inspiration? Because bardic that's a bonus action, isn't it?
That's just something he can.
So he's going to give that to Cray Cray.
Huh?
So you get whatever it is you know.
1d12.
1d12.
Dang.
What should we get him to do?
What spell do bards do?
Fucking loads.
He's got like wall of fire, isn't he?
My brain is just like blank.
Does he have cutting words?
Yes, he does. He does have cutting words.
He does.
He would insult the guy about his tunic because the fog doesn't match it.
Does it enhance ability?
He would use his cutting words against him.
Yeah? You want me to use cutting words? Okay.
Yeah, I think he'd use it against the guy who just complained about his tunic.
Okay.
They're just having a diss off while we're all murdering each other.
Yeah, basically.
You is a bitch.
You, sir, are a flounder.
You're the bitch's bastard.
No, you! Oh!
Oh, great comeback. Uno reverse card.
Your mother,
Yeah.
sir. Your mother.
Your mother doesn't fitteth in the town of Waterdeep.
So he does this. So bring up cutting words because he'll do that as a bonus action. Is it a bonus action? It's a reaction. So one of you is going to have to remember to use this reaction.
Oh, okay, cool.
So what do you want him to actually do? Just do on his like he's an attack or he's a spell. What do you want him to do?
Let me just guard spells.
Fucking bad. Oh my god. That was auto hit spell, isn't it?
Can he cast compulsion?
Sure, if you want him to. Detail it to me. Who's he doing it to?
To no, to the big guy.
Him?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of want them all to be there.
Who's the leader?
Do we know who the leader was?
No, one of the kids on the walls around you seems to be in charge of things.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the dwarf
Yeah,
guy.
he's frightened.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, that's a fumble, so he instantly fails that.
That's done this.
Too late. He's done it now. So what happens when he's
On
compelled
the
to do
fail
what?
save, the target is affected by the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use bonus action on each of your turns to designate a direction that's horizontal to you. Each affected target must use as much of its movement as possible to move in that direction on its next turn. After moving in this way, you can make another wisdom try. So I'm going to pick the dwarf, and I'm going to make him walk between everyone.
Right into the middle of the.
Right into the middle, and he takes opportunity attacks as he moves past.
Okay, so he's like, oh, what's going on my feet? I'm doing what I'm telling me to. What the yeah. So, Sif and Cray Cray and Kayla, all of you get an opportunity attack.
Sif, you go first.
I am currently vomiting, aren't I?
Yes,
And
you
so
are.
I skip a turn, I'm afraid.
You know what? I'll let you attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to keep attacking the yellowish green guy. I forgot what his.
No, you got to attack the dwarf.
You got to attack the dwarf.
Yeah, because he's just brushed
Oh,
past
do I
you.
have to attack the dwarf?
Yeah,
Am I?
Yes, opportunity attack.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. 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 Sorry. I'm
That's all right.
really tired more this eve. Okay. That's 21 to hit.
Was that with disadvantage?
Oh shit, you're right. Hold on.
Because you're like.
Yes, it is with disadvantage because now I rolled a nat 20.
Excellent.
The
The tides are turning. Okay, yeah. Roll your damage.
Gods, please.
All right. All right. All right.
That's quite a good spell if we can get him to cast so many people.
Let's do some damage. Right. Roll a d12. Not d4. Okay. So he takes in his back 7 piercing damage right into the spine,
Yeah.
and that gives him a nice 2 radiant damage
Okay.
going up and down his spine like.
So he's like,
Like-
oh, as you like, as you like lash out him blindly, but still
Highlander, no!
score true despite being disadvantaged by the stinking cloud. Cray Cray, what did you roll?
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, yeah,
3.
it's a hit.
Damage.
Let's see. I've got extra D12.
Yes, part of inspiration.
19.
19, yeah. 19.
19.
4 of that is fire.
Okay.
Awesome.
So you deliver him a solid blow across his chest and part of his upper arm, splitting his armor open and bleeding him, and then the burn from the blade's kiss cauterizes it at the same time as almost in that same instant. So he's like, oh yeah! He's like, that's not fair. Burning and cutting at the same time. Kayla, your turn. You're the last in this procession.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a. So I can do a spell as an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do some scorching rays. Yeah, scorching rays. Just put some into him. First one was 17 to hit.
17 to hit, did you say?
Yeah.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Cool. Oh, nat 20 for the second one.
Ooh, lovely.
So, what is it? There's the total damage plus. Oh, I can't remember how it. Total damage plus another roll of it, right?
Total damage plus double your damage dice roll.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So. 14. 26 fire damage.
26. Nice. Okay.
That one. Yeah, that one's not good. That
So,
was a 4. plus-
as he like rushes past you, like "Oh!" like
he dodges too.
no, and you as you catch him with that attack, his beard starts to become alight, and he's just like, "Oh no, had him a whole life."
Oh no! This poor guy! He's alright.
Oh
yeah, shit.
So that's it, I believe. How far does he have to move?
Doesn't say. I reckon his movement.
So it's like
Yeah, must use as much of its movement as possible.
30.
Okay.
So he actually moves past
You too.
you as well. So, but he's behind you. So I don't know.
I don't hit him.
You sure?
15.
It's 15 hit.
That's a miss.
Fuck.
Cray, it's your turn.
Okay.
Your target is obviously just left the vicinity, so pick another.
I move. I stand here.
Yep.
And I start attacking this bastard who's attacking Poison Grog.
The wizard.
Yes. That's not a good roll. 14.
14 is a miss.
I roll again. Oh, a million. 25. Is 25 hit?
Yes, 25 hits.
That's 12. 12 slashing.
Yeah.
5 of that is fire.
Yeah. Is that it in total?
Yeah. And then I'll do another. Is he holding any weapons, this person?
No, I don't think he has a focus, like a little staff or wand.
Oh, he's not that handsome.
What's he got, a wand or a staff?
Yeah, staff.
Okay, I'm going to hit him. Hopefully. Come on, dice. Oh, 28 to hit.
That is a hit.
So I'll do my damage. So 18 slashing.
Yeah.
It's got about 6 fire in it.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to make. Can you do a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh, that's good. 20.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Still get damage though. You get 4 extra damage, but nothing else.
Okay. He's like, "You blackguard! I'll see you gone!" Just you wait while I finish doing this. And his hands are still recovering from that, blasting with the cone of cold. It's now Bogurt's go.
I cast Fireball.
Bogrog. Firewall.
Fireball
Oh, fireball. Okay.
at the centre so it gets everyone.
Okay.
But I have sculpt spells,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
I'm
you
going to
can-
cast Fireball at 5th level,
Yeah.
which means I get 5 + 1 people that I can choose to save.
Okay. So that'll be the group, I'm assuming.
Yeah, let me just check that if it's a save or if they just don't take any damage. That could be that.
Spell.
Friendly save against spell. Okay, so Bruin take half damage, so
Okay.
sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so, and then I do 10d6.
Oh my god, that's not a dice.
So yeah, make a intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
Or you would say.
So is it the same circumference as the cone of cold?
I think it's bigger.
All right. So everybody in there's got to do an intelligence saving throw. Yes.
I think we already passed with half damage.
Yeah, you save on the spell. That's how I understand it anyway. It says sculpt spells, friendly save against spells.
Oh.
So you save, but you still take damage. Because you take half damage if you save.
Okay. So the wizard is nat 20, so he's plus 22, so he's good. So what does he? If he saves, he only takes half.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to figure out this. I'll do them one at a time so that I can keep track of this because it's.
Sorry, 33.
So 33, so halved, 16, should we say? Yeah. So the wizard saved, so he only takes 16 of that damage. The monk rolled. Where is he? Where's the monkey? He rolled 16. Is that a save or a fail? Save or a fail? Fail. So he's going to take the full brunt. So what was that in total? 33. Did you say? Yeah.
Plus 6.
The dwarf rolled a 19.
Saves.
He saves.
Yeah.
Okay. So he only takes 16. The warlock in the middle. Well, warlock. I don't know what the fuck they are. They failed. So they take the full 33. Full wackadoodle.
Turkey tree.
And the dandy. Where the heck is he? He 15, so he failed as well. And finally, the tiefling, he fails as well. So he takes the full damage.
That also does mean everyone takes 16 damage as well. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna drink a potion of greater healing. How many
Okay.
falls is greater healing? Less than one.
Yeah, you good? Okay, it's Bramble's turn. So After you've all been... This is a fire attack, wasn't it? You're all scorched. Oh, Jesus. What was that?
That was whoever that was. Jesus. How's the tiefling in front of me looking like?
A little singed, but hardy. In fact,
Right.
the only one of them that actually looks particularly weakened is the wizard and the warlock woman facing off against Kayla. The rest still look pretty
Okay, cool.
pretty good.
I'm gonna cast chain lightning.
All right.
So, would you mind making a dexterity saving throw for him and 3 other? What did it say? And 3 other targets that are close. So, I'm guessing. Who's the closest within 30 feet?
I'll be right back.
You ready?
The witch, the dwarf, and maybe the one that is in between. The bard here.
Okay.
If all 4 of them make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So 17 for the tiefling in front of you.
Pardon?
17 for the tiefling in front of you.
Okay, I think he fails. Yeah, he fails.
Okay.
Gotta be 18.
Okay. So the dwarf fails as well.
Cool.
The warlock succeeds, and the
So he takes half.
The dandy. Yeah, all of them fail except for the
Cool.
warlock.
Okay, so the warlock takes half, and they take 10d8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Let me roll.
Let's hear them dice rattle.
I don't have 8 dice, so you can hear like 1 dice roll 8 times. I apologize. I did not prepare this many dice. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay, let me just do some. Give me a second. Let me do some math.
Just watch you count.
Yeah. Be entertaining. So, role play. So the dwarf's beard, he's desperately trying to put it. He's like, "Oh no, no!" And you hear him going, and he's trying to spit the flames that are singeing his beard out.
I guess he still has to walk away from
Yeah, propulsion.
So they take 53 points of lightning damage, and the one that's done half takes 26.
Okay, so the warlock is suddenly. So this chain lightning, is it like Raiders of the Lost Ark, where it goes from one body to the other?
Yeah. It's like.
So it strikes the chest of the tiefling, like, and then blasts out towards the warlock. And as it strikes the middle of the back of the warlock, she screams like, "Ah!" and the lightning just completely consumes her. And then the ball flashes to the dwarf and then to the bard. So the warlock.
Was that lightning bolt?
Chain lightning. It's my only 6 level spell.
So
far.
she's dead. She's down.
Well, there's one.
So I'll do the dwarf next. So he.
Oh, nice one, dude.
No, wait. Was the warlock the one that succeeded? Yeah, she was. So she's still dead. But the rest of them all take the full 55. So.
I think the fourth is.
Might just get out of this, guys. How much HP Bob's got?
Oh, wait, is that did you just recover that? Yeah. Oh my goodness! Wait.
Bear with me, guys. Got a lot of characters to manage here.
That's alright. We're in the court of the White Bull, right? The wild magic area.
I think we're still good. We're still good.
You sure?
So that attack significantly wounds each person that it strikes, and you can see that their flesh and armor and everything is burnt all the way down to almost a bone, and then cauterized, like, and they're jittering, and also like little cracks of static energy around their bodies are bursting like randomly, and you can see that they have all been greatly affected by that attack.
Nice.
Anything else, Bramble?
Yes, I'm gonna attack the fucker in front of me with my pitchfork.
Okay, so just before you do that, the warlock has a reaction where I can do a guided strike. So I'll do that. I'm gonna gift that to the dwarf, so he gets +10 to an attack roll. Okay, sorry, go on, Bramble. Continue. Sorry about that.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the one in front of me with the pitchfork. So.
Okay.
That's a standard attack roll. So. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, nice. Alright, so that's 12 piercing damage.
12 piercing, okay.
Let's stab him with a twist it.
You son of a gun.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, like adding further injury to injury as you gore some of the scored and burnt area that the lightning previously damaged. Anything else, Bramble, or is that it?
Oh, no, that's me done.
All right, Kayla, you're up.
Okay. Right. Was it? So sorry. Was it the witch woman that just went up in?
Yeah, she was just consumed by the lightning and evaporated.
Got it.
Or disintegrated, whatever you prefer.
I'm just gonna from now on, you're just gonna see me in a hoodie and you're just gonna call me Emperor from now on.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you Palpy.
Yeah. Oh, Palpy.
Oh, Palpy.
So the behind Brog and Grog is the dwarf. In front of him is the. What is that?
Who's that?
Is he,
He's a monk.
no, in front of Bob and Grog.
Brog and Grog.
Oh, he's an enlarged, Goliath. Gladiator. You've met him before.
Sorry, I'm just checking through. Just been checking through my spells because I realised I was missing some things. 5 feet wide. Just trying to see if there's anywhere I can do. Cause I've got lightning bolt, which I haven't used. But I'm worried.
Effective.
Yeah, which is what I'm thinking. After that, it might be a good idea. Just might mean that Bog and Grog might be in the middle of it.
Say what you need to do.
Spitting blood.
Bam. It's my lamb. Want my lamb? It's like purple and red.
Okay. Oh, is this the Bardy type character next to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna deal with him then.
No, do it to me.
You want me to hit you with a lightning bolt?
No, not really.
No.
And is Ezra next to him?
Yes.
Yep.
He is.
Okay.
They're currently sort of fencing against each other.
Swordsman, on guard, my fellow brother.
Comparing
Let
lengths.
us rub swords.
Oh my.
Speckled.
I don't like the cut of your jab.
Don't like the jab of your rock.
Oh, You're not supposed to call them Japs anymore. It's Japanese people, you fucking bigots.
Hey man, I
Bam!
was talking about Panisse.
Leave means leave, guys.
No.
Okay, well, in that case, then
How dare you.
I'm just going to use my witch bolt. It's second level, just on the bard next to me. So I need to make a ranged spell attack.
Okie dokie.
Willie Jones. We're going to just give him the sword and the stuff.
And
26 to hit.
That is a hit. Yeah.
Okay.
No, shit.
So it's a sustained. It's like a concentration spell. So a beam of crackling of energy lends out towards the creature within range, forming a sustained arc between me and the target. It'll take damage now, as it's 7 lightning damage, and
Okay.
each turn it'll take 1d12.
So this is the
As
bard
long as
fate.
my concentration's going.
So he
Yeah.
he gets struck again by yet more lightning. He's like, oh, come now! I thought lightning was never meant to strike twice.
McLean.
Is that it, Kayla, for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing else? No? Okay. Sif,
Hey.
your turn.
Alright, finally. Seth is just kind of like he's finished off
Oh,
all of the bile he had left in his body, and he looks pretty worse for wear. But finally ready to be back in action. And there's just a pile of
There's cats.
like in front of him, right? And he is going to. Okay, help me out here because I'm a bit confused.
What?
I can now, like, the guy in front of my character on roll 20. I can attack him now, right?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Excellent. And I shall do that. I completely forgot what his dealio was. But hopefully I
sorry.
can...
Just quickly, Aaron. It was I got that wrong. It was 2d12, not 1. So it's 18 lightning damage.
Oh,
7.
what did you
Sorry.
tell me it was before?
So I told you it was 7, but it's 18.
18. Okay.
I just forgot to roll the other dice.
Come on, Pat.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's cool. I am barely keeping awake, to be honest. Right, okay, yes. Attack! Attack! My minions! I shall stab you in the face!
Yeah. How about the...
21.
That is a hit. Yes.
Oof, I was afraid my threat would be an empty one. Right, let us slay. So he takes 9 piercing damage and 3 radiant.
Okay, so 9 plus 3 radiant. So I'm going to use my stone endurance so I can shrug off an injury which halves damage. So it was what? Sorry, Pat. What was the total?
The total was... Someone help me out here. The total was 9 plus 3? 12?
12?
12.
Yeah. So I will. So 12. So I'll add 6 back. Okay. So you see his skin as he absorbs the blows. You feel his skin like change density almost underneath your fist, like it sort of hardens as if he's like flexed and made them denser by sheer willpower. Anything else?
That's okay. Most people harden when I stab them.
Whoa.
Yes, I have one more attack in this action, and then I'm going to start punching the shit out of you.
Are you my droogs?
Yeah.
And I fumbled!
Oh no!
Who speaks?
So
Oh.
Tell you.
Oops!
No.
So you fumble. So let's see.
Spaghettios.
Oh shit.
You fall down a hole.
So as you go to strike him, he swats your hand out of the way, and attacks. So let me just see if I can actually do this.
Oh, fuck.
16.
Perfect.
What did you do?
24 to hit is a hit, isn't it? Yeah. do I need to ask that question?
No?
So
Please?
you take 8 bludgeoning damage and you need to do a con save for me, please.
Oh, shit. Okay, con save. 8, first off. Okay, so that's 40.
So he
This
just
is
jabs you under your chin, under the nerve cluster.
Oh.
Nerve cluster through the nut.
And that probably knocks me out because my con save was 10.
Oh dear, yeah, so you're stunned currently.
Never fight a man with a perm.
So you're incapacitated, can't move, can't speak, or can speak only falteringly, and you automatically fail strength and dex saves, and attack rolls have advantage against you. So now it's the dungeon sweepers goes, and Cole and Faith are under the cart, and you can hear them calling out to Jasper and Camlin like, come on, get within arm's reach and we'll help you in, come on. And Jasper's like, oh, I can't move my leg, it's right in my buttock and it's, oh no. So,
We must help him.
So Jasper, the arrows keep raining, constantly raining down.
Like...
He's like, oh! And one of them lands right next to his face. And he's like, oh! And he suddenly like scrabbles forward regardless of the pain, motivated by fear. Like, oh my god, oh my god! And Faith grabs him and hauls him under the cart. But Camlin fails, and he's going to take some hits on the kid's turn. So
It should have been a horror movie moment. That would have been the...
He is the Borman. Because he's the betrayer.
Oh, Camlin.
I'm gonna go with
So it's 4d6. Sorry, I'm rolling the wrong dice.
we need to get back to the Shire. What happens in Lord of the Rings.
So Camlin takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need the doppelganger stats.
wanted to be a drag queen.
He could have won this Waterdeep version of RuPaul. He had so much potential.
Oh, slay.
And now he did.
Come through, slay queen.
It's like really... So what's Camlin's drag name? Did he have one?
His drag name.
We must find this out. Yeah, we must find this out.
So
Stage name? What's the stage name?
Little Ditty.
Little ditty.
Little Ditty.
I don't like that.
So even though he gets perforated by a few arrows on his body, like he's still alive, but he's bleeding profusely, but he's stuck lying there on the floor. Camlin is like here. Can you see that? He's like struggling to get over to the cart underneath the cart.
Okay. Fucking hell.
So that and all of you guys need to do a dex saving throw as well because the arrows have like been loosed and fired into this area. So
What, even amongst all the fuckers?
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, dude. That's not good.
Oh no.
So you got to get 15.
Good.
Beat
I'm
15.
good.
So you take 9 points of piercing
Well,
damage.
that means like critical.
Is it Dex?
Was
you
a
say?
fumble. Yeah, dex saving throw.
18.
18. You'll get anyone else get lower than 15?
19, sorry.
I got 15.
You pass. Kayla, what did you get?
16
You're 16. It's always 16 for you.
plus whatever.
And you fumbled on Bogurt or Grogurt.
I fumbled on Bog.
Okay, so
Oh my god, no.
but Grogurt was okay.
No, Bogurt failed as well.
Oh dear. So he takes 9, but you're going to take like as if it was a crit for this now. So God, what was that? It was 9. Oh my god, fucking hell.
Was this all the little... Oh, what's this?
Oh my god, Max, you take 51 points of piercing damage.
Legitimately, you just killed Bob.
What, he's like, that's more than his max HP in negative.
More than half of his max HP.
So Bogurt is dead. So he just gets riddled with arrows, falls like limp in the saddle on the back of Bogurt's back. And he's just still, his eyes have gone like glazed and glassy and lifeless as he's just hanging limp in his harness.
You know what you gotta do now, right? You gotta take his character sheet.
And just break his...
And write
eyeball
Mallory.
out.
Death isn't necessarily the end in D&D.
Snap! You could grow it.
I mean, depends what Grog wants to do.
No rage.
Continue.
Continue.
Maybe he's out of coins and he can't press the continue button.
Did it?
So
No!
Put some more coins in.
So after stunning you with that blow, that your monk opponent like moves in and delivers a flurry of other attacks against you, Sith. So
Me?
Yep.
Oh shit.
So and I get advantage on all of these because you're stunned at the minute. So
I'm stunning, alright.
first attack.
Damn right.
I wish, man.
That is 22 to hit, so that's a definite hit.
Shh, I don't want to hear such negativity.
So that is 8. 11 points of bludgeoning on the first hit. Second hit.
Okay.
16, is that a hit? That's a miss on you, isn't it?
Oh, that's a hell of a miss.
Yeah, so third strike. Oh, fetch. That's a nat 20, so that's going to be... so that's...
Not 20.
16... That's 27 points of bludgeoning for that hit. Fourth hit is a complete miss. So he's just like bang, 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 like delivering to you what you've done on so many other unfortunate creatures throughout this campaign. You're receiving some of your own medicine.
Did he get disintegrated? He should have disintegrated him.
I got hella punched.
Now the dwarf.
Guess how much health I have, guys? Yes.
80.
5.
Lower.
40.
2.
Yeah,
So-
you got it.
I'm on death saving throws, I'm not dead.
Oh, good. All right. Good.
Oh,
So after all that
oh.
drama I just delivered, and now suddenly you're alive again.
Well, that's how the story goes.
Yeah, but
You
so
you
Bog,
don't know
so
that.
in the saddle, Bog is everyone thinks he's dead, and then all of a sudden he's like,
I mean, he looks pretty dead.
and like the cough and the little rising and falling of his chest reveals that he's not quite out for the count.
I give myself a death fail
The dwarf, he's compelled. Who was he compelled by? It was Ezra, wasn't he? So
And he's also frightened.
how long does that last for?
Too many. These are all spells. Concentration up to a minute.
So yeah, it's still going. So I have to keep moving constantly away from it.
direction. Yeah.
So
Same direction.
so Groggett, gets an attack of opportunity as the dwarf like brushes past him, beard afire. Ah! My mummy'll never look at me the same again. Had it my whole life.
23.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Grog takes his Be Slain Blade. That's 8, 9, 10,
Chelsea? Where's your beard? Why you just shave it off?
16 slashing damage.
16. Okay. So as he passes by, you swing at him, and it chops an entire section of his cheek away with some of the beard. So this chunk of beard goes flying off, attached to a piece of flesh. And it's like, oh no! There's no growing that back.
That for a shave.
Did you see that, Bog? Bog?
Hey.
Oh.
Bog!
Oh no.
And can I? Do I have to make a saving throw against that effect? I do, don't I? The compulsion.
Yes, yeah, you do.
So it is. Oh, he fails miserably. That's awful. That's no amount of mods could save that roll. So the wizard, seeing what you've done to his dwarf, is like, "This must end. You must be stopped. You can't go on. I've had enough of this insult to our reputation." And he fires.
Nope.
Nope. He
Mage
does.
Slayer.
Mage Slayer.
I react.
You don't know what he's doing. He might be pulling a blade out for all you know.
If he's casting the spell, I'm doing this.
He suddenly pulls out this tiny little blade. It's like,
Alright.
Alright, I'll put it back in.
Okay, so he goes to do another spell, and you see him about to manifest it. So what do you do? Is this a reaction you use?
Yeah. Whenever anyone casts a spell. Sorry, my tab just got to sleep. So yeah. So I do 20 damage. Well, 20 to hit anyway. So definitely.
Yeah, that's a definite hit.
So when you damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has disadvantage on saving throw, makes to maintain its concentration.
Back in a minute.
Advantage on saving throws against spells cast by this creature, and that's it so far.
So, how does that affect what I'm about to do?
Well, if you're doing a concentration spell, you have disadvantage.
Yeah, so, okay.
So you take 9 damage to its fire.
Okay, so he's firing lightning bolt. He was going to fire like a lightning bolt at Ezra to shatter his concentration. So you see like this sparkling, like crackling energy of lightning dancing around his hand as he's about to emit it. So let's see. Oh god, I'm sure this is just an attack.
Oh, this can't snap at any spell.
Okay, so this is instantaneous. I don't think I have to make an attack with lightning bolt. So this bolt of lightning lances out of my hand. It's 100 feet long by 5 feet wide. So, Cray, you're going to take this as well as like Ezra, and so I don't know if she's in the line because I'm doing it at an angle. Because Cray, you're definitely in front of me, aren't you? You're on that square in front of me.
Who are you shooting at? Sorry.
Ezra.
Yeah.
So I think Kayla's all right. What do you think?
Because Ezra's the one at the end, isn't he?
What are you doing? A bottle?
And it's within.
No, it's diagonal.
Yeah, it will hit both.
Okay, so it's going to also hit my bard man. Oh well, fuck it.
Yeah, it'll hit
Fuck
one.
it. He's like, I don't like him anyway.
Oh.
Silly fool, stupid feather in his hat, and that shirt doesn't go with those trousers.
What's the save?
It's a dexterity save. So Kayla, Ezra, and Cray, please.
That 20.
Nice.
15.
Oh yeah.
15. No, that's a fail.
Oh.
So Kayla, you're good. Ezra, someone roll for Ezra, please.
He fails.
I'll be back in a
Oh
second.
dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, bugger.
Right. Let's see what we get. Oh my god. Okay.
close one.
32 points of lightning damage on for those that failed. So 32, so 16 on a save.
What's half?
So 32 full, 16. No, 33 full, 16 half. I can't. Fuck it. That whatever it was, that's what it is now. Yeah. So did you get that, Kayla?
Yeah, 16.
So Ezra. I don't know what Ezra's health was on, but just make a note that Ezra has taken 33 hit damage, lightning damage, please.
Let him know in the chat.
Yeah. And his concentration. He needs to do when you break a concentration, they have to do a. What save do you have to do? I can't remember.
Concentration.
Yeah, if you can't do it, is it an intelligence or what is it for bards?
I think it's intelligence. Is it intelligence?
For concentration for bards.
Charisma, isn't it?
So just
Charisma?
do a charisma saving throw, and I'll just.
He's +5. I mean, it's 20.
So he's even though taking that amount of damage, he's still like compelling this dwarf to bugger off. So with that done, yep. So it's now the warlock's gone. We need to get rid of them. It's now the tiefling facing off against Ramble. So his spiritual weapon, in the form of this weird pterodactyl-like spectral manifestation, dive bombs you again, Bramble.
Motherfucker.
Is that the noise it makes?
Yep.
Where are we?
I don't like it.
You're in the neon jungle.
It's the call of the wild bull. It's full of wild magic, guys.
Didn't sign up for this.
It is, and I've deliberately not been. I'm letting that build up, just in case you're wondering.
Hey man, we've all got wild magic.
You all take 100 damage
Okay, so that is.
from the wild.
So 14 is a miss on you, Bramble. So again, it dive bombs, and you managed to just duck out of the way of its snapping spectral beak.
Can I use Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah, it's an attack,
As
so
a reaction?
you can, yeah.
So the creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, the creature is a spiritual weapon, so it doesn't have any. So you could do it against me. So do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What am I doing? Sorry, saving throw.
Dex save.
Dex. That's a fail.
Cool. So it is fire damage, so I'm guessing you'll take half of it because
Yeah.
you're resistant.
Yeah.
But fuck it, any damage is good damage.
So what am I taking?
You're taking 10 fire damage.
10.
So I rolled 2 10s. That's pretty good. I rolled max damage, but you take half. That's fucking annoying.
Okay. And the cleric, while his spiritual weapon is keeping you busy, he conjures up something like verbal and somatic, and 6 creatures within 30 feet of me. So that's all of my guys, pretty much. So, oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. So they're going to take. Yeah.
Nice.
So suddenly, each of your enemies is enveloped in like a red aura that sinks into their flesh, and you physically see some of their abrasions and wounds knit or reduce. So they have each been healed.
I do not notice.
Yeah,
Did he heal himself?
he did.
Quickly, cleric, healers.
Bastard. Oh wait.
It's tumbleweed.
Cleric. Where did we leave our cleric?
Just give me a sec. I've just got to do some maths. Be entertaining. If only we had something to promote so that it ate some dead air.
This tiny Animal Crossing duck I've got. Is that entertaining?
Where have you got that from?
So they did this thing in Japan with chocolate eggs, like basically Kinder eggs
Oh,
of
yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Hey.
So I ordered a pack of 10 from Japan.
Was the chocolate any good?
I've got 10 chocolate eggs with little Animal Crossing fingers inside.
Have you opened one?
I've only done one so far.
Is like the chocolate better than Kinder chocolate?
It's basically, I swear it's the same. It's
Do one
basically just
live.
Oh, is it?
Live unboxing.
live
Oh yeah,
unboxing.
live unboxing.
Watch Cat
Yeah,
eat a
on
Kinder
stream.
egg and see
Okay.
what Animal Crossing character she gets.
It's very cute.
So they're all healed and emboldened now that his shoulder is no longer seeping from the wound that he inflicted upon himself. The Goliath flies into a frenzy and resumes his attack upon you, Groggart. So he's just in
Alright.
he's just screaming like unintelligible like just, so that is a 17 to hit. Is that a hit or a miss?
It hits.
Okay. So that's 8 piercing damage from the first blow. I'm rolling the wrong fucking dice here, but never mind. That's a miss for the second swing on the backswing, and then that's a fumble. And he opens the wound that just healed on his own back. Like, and
Everyone on the battlefield just rolls their eyes.
Oh,
You're just embarrassing.
stop it. Go away.
Whereabouts is the wound on his back? Is it like on his shoulder?
it's like just below his shoulder blade, yeah, on the opposite side to his swing.
You should dig your fingers in there.
It's like, cheaters never win! You're a cheater! I will have justice! Truth will win out!
Truth. We're the bad guys.
The bard next to Ezra is like, that's enough of your tricks, my good man. As dapper as you are, I've got to put an end to your shenanigans. And so he does something that I haven't planned, which I'm starting to read about. Hang on a sec.
Cutting words.
Some words, I think.
We're going to do cutting words.
You're doing cutting words against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
His words, he's all cut.
So what happens to me? I have disadvantage on an attack if it.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Look up cutting words and inform me.
Use your reaction to expend one of your uses of bardic inspiration, rolling a bardic inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled from the creatures roll. So we can roll a d12 to get rid of something from your roll. D12.
Okay, so I attack him with my scimitar, and that is a 17 to hit. So what does cutting words do?
-9.
Ooh, shitting hell! So yeah, that misses Ezra completely as he.
Ah, what a folly!
Yeah.
Odious wasp!
Anybody that knows what that's from, you just get kudos.
Get one of my eyelashes.
Yeah, we'll send it to you in the post.
Pull it out. Pull it off.
That's my eye.
So that
You said
don't
I
need
could
that.
get one of your eyes.
You forgot the you smell of decayed syllables. What?
What's that?
Wasn't it odious waft? You smell of decayed syllables or something like that?
yes, yeah, something like that's the next line. Well, that's all he
Smell
can
of
do.
decayed syllables, man.
Oh, you gotta tell me what it is now.
The Phantom Toll Booth.
Toll booth.
Classic animation. If no one has in the world that watches this has never seen the Phantom Toll Booth,
Odious word,
seek it
miser.
out. Seek it out.
Next time I'm over, that's what we're watching.
Chuck Jones classic animation. That's how animation should be done. Ezra's turn. What's he gonna do, gang? Tell me. You decide.
Run.
You've got something lined up, Craig.
Does he have like, a healing spell, like lesser restoration or something?
We need to stabilize Bog. Because he's like running, he's rolling for death saves, right?
Probably.
So that would be our priority. So whatever Ezra has that could help heal him a bit so he's not on the death's door.
Doesn't he have healing word?
So that's healing word and lesser restoration, but that's touch. So a healing word is a bonus, isn't it?
Doesn't he have like a mass heal type spell for the whole
I
entire
think
party?
he does.
He hasn't. Well, no, I don't think he.
Yeah.
He does have something, doesn't he?
Don't know. What were you gonna do?
I'll tell you there's one thing that he could do. Has anyone ever looked up Enemies Abound as a bardic spell? What do you think of that? Enemies Abound.
Anybody? You
I'm
look
touching
it
it
up.
now. Just give us a second.
It basically says you reach into the mind of one creature you can see and force it to make an intelligence saving throw. If it fails, it loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies. So it would attack not just us, it would attack everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all
And that's-
attacking us.
Yeah. I was going to say, sorry, healing word is a bonus action, so he can cast that as a bonus afterwards.
Do that. So who is he applying that to? Is it Bog?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it touch
Yeah.
or is it have range? Healing word. I can't remember.
No, healing word have range.
Okay, good. Okay, so Ezra casts healing word on Bog. So what is it? You have to roll an amount of dice. Is it D4s? Can't remember what it is.
Creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equals to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, so we'll say Ezra's is +5. Yeah. And he casts. Should he cast this at a higher level or should he?
If it's his bonus action.
It's
Oh,
first level,
Oh,
so he can cast this at.
Is it his bonus action?
Yeah.
They can cast it as first.
No, it says when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2 or higher, the healing increases of 1d4 for each slot.
So what level
So
do you
you
want him to
can
cast
cast
this at? You decide.
What do you reckon, guys? We need to save our.
Well, he's
teammate.
probably a fifth.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
a 5th level spellcaster at this point? What is he?
Yeah.
What level is he?
I'd say minimum. That's fifth level.
Yeah. So what level do you want him to cast it at? How many d4s do you want him to roll?
Do it at fourth level.
So 4 d4s plus 1 each. Is that right? Or is it? No, it's plus.
44 plus is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is that for each d4? It is, isn't it? No, it's only once. Okay.
No,
So
I think
yeah.
it's only 1d4.
So yeah, you roll it. Max.
Keep that one. It's rolled with it. That's a 4.
Okay. He said so. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 14 plus 5. 19.
So make a note as well that Ezra has used up a 4th level spell slot to cast that, and he's probably used. What did he use? So he used compel and cutting what compel. So that's what level spell is that?
Compulsion is 4th level as well, so she's 2 4th levels.
Yeah. So make a note of those for us, please, if you could. So it's Cray Cray's go.
Okay.
So is Bogurt is stabilised now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got health.
So you come to consciousness, yeah, and your wounds are like knitting back, and the arrows have been pushed out, clatter to the flagstones.
I'm gonna want this wizard next to me.
Okay.
Ah! That was a natural 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just
So maximum damage dice plus double your damage dice roll.
So it's 12 already then.
Yeah.
Damage.
30. Okay.
6 of that is fire.
Yeah.
And I hit again.
She's like, ah! It's burning through my robe! Ah! He's like trying desperately to pat it out whilst also hurting himself more by swatting at the slash across his body. Ow! Ow!
Non-natural 20.
Okay.
Still 20.
Yeah.
15 slashing with 6, that is fire.
Okay.
And I'll hit again, but this time I'll put something else into it.
Okay.
Okay, so I hit one time. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So 19, 5 of that's fire.
19.
Yeah. Can you do a strength saving throw?
Oh, he's going to fail this. Yeah, it's 9, that's a failure.
Okay, so that's disarming attack. He drops whatever he's holding.
So his staff goes flying out. He's like, ah! Ah! And you can see that he's like, you've ripped him open. Like his robe and clothes are in tatters. His body's just a mass of slash wounds, and he's bleeding copiously. And he's struggling to hold himself together. Like,
You take 6 more damage.
6 more
That's
damage.
pretty sight.
So
He's turned into a cannibal.
what's your
corpse.
finishing move?
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Nice!
I just split him like a banana.
So as you strike him for the last blow, which takes him completely by surprise, he's like, oh! And then suddenly his hands fall off, and he just parts neatly and flops to the floor. And both sides of his face have just got this like surprise expression on them.
Oh shit.
If you're going to go, you might as well go like the Red Sea.
Nice.
Parted.
Craig is Moses.
And then who's
Momo.
who's at the
Cray
party? At the party, who's looking apart from Bog? Who's looking the worst?
Grog.
Out of us, is it Grog?
Grog's got like
There's a
3
group. Fuck.
So I'll dash forward. Well, I'll run forward and
Yeah.
assist
Groggett.
my big friend. And
My brutish buddy.
how's the Goliath looking?
I think he's alright actually. Yeah, I mean, even though he's got a score of wounds, most of them self-inflicted, he's still looking like savage and hale, like he's not gonna stop anytime soon, unless you make it.
I have action for him, but yeah, if you take him down as low as possible.
I'll use my action surge and have 1 extra action.
Okay.
And I'll have 22 to hit.
22 to hit is definitely a hit. Yeah.
12. 40 slashing with 6 fire.
So 14 slash with 6 fire, so 20. Yeah.
Whew.
Okay. So
Ooh-wee.
So he takes that hit as he's like swinging, around to take another strike at Groggett, and he's like, oh! He's like, you're next.
Get away!
It's
That.
Grogbogs, go.
Grogbogs.
Grogbogs,
Bring the hell.
what are you doing?
Uh,
You're doing Grogbogs.
Bog's gonna sort of like climb up out of his seat
Yeah.
onto like Grog's head.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he can like lurch forward at the Goliath?
You might be able to time it enough to do something. Why? Are you going to do lay on a touch of that attack of some kind? You're going to try and disintegrate it?
No, I haven't got disintegrate. Well, at least I want to get up onto the top of my head, and then
Or is this
I like
scrape with death?
curl out my my hand, and I cast a cone of cold like directly like into his like face.
I think you could easily do that. Yeah.
Fuck.
Brutal.
That's pretty good. I think you roll a saving throw actually.
I do. Yeah. So what do I need? Is it cons? I can't remember, or is it dex?
You have to roll a con save.
Con save. So that is 11, which is a failure.
Fails,
Yeah.
Take a bajillion
So
damage.
as he's distracted by the blow he received from Cray and exchanging those words with him, suddenly his face is blasted full on with
that's how we planned it.
Nice.
His screams are muffled by ice as his gob is just filled with
Some good ones.
filled to brimming with it. He's like, help!
16, 18, 19, 24,
Big maths.
36,
Big maths super fractions.
42 cold damage.
42.
We're doing it live, goddammit. Live maths.
Live maths.
Live.
That is good. So he's like, his face is just full of frost, and he's just like, and you can see like amongst the rime, like the thick rime covering his head, the like blood vessels have burst, and some of it's like pouring down from his chin onto his neck and collar. Like, so.
And then Grog's gonna use his bonus action to attack him.
All right. Could this be his end? Your Goliath nemesis.
A bajillion.
Yeah. Okay. That hits. He's only got 16 AC.
Oh,
He's not got bajillion AC.
16.
Imagine how big the page would be. Just a version.
yes, good, thank you. 16, 17, 18. 18 slashing damage.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still alive.
Still standing, though you open him up even more, but he's still on his feet, you know, full of rage. Obviously, as soon as he clears this stuff off his face, he's gonna keep aggressing at you. He's not gonna stop anytime soon.
Oh, he's gonna make another attack.
Okay.
A million.
No, you rolled good now.
20, 25.
Oh!
11, 12, 13, another 18 slashing damage.
18. So yeah, I mean, you're flensing skin from his body. But in fact, he's probably not got nipples anymore. They're just like off, like. But he's still, you know, like, despite the blood and the wounds, he's just like.
Yeah, I want to take my sword and I just want to stab his like ancestral blade into him and then like pull him close to him.
You've been trying to kill me.
Yes! He has!
And that's me. That was brilliant. You've been trying to.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm really hurt.
Ow!
Yeah. I'm just now reacting to the first hit I got. I was like, oh.
that electrical signal was just going.
Slow. Like a real slow elevator.
He's like,
Oh, gee, oh!
Bramble, your turn.
I'm gonna attack this tiefling in front of me. How's it look?
He's in pretty good shape. Like, despite being
awesome.
wounded. Oh, actually, no. He's in pretty bad shape.
Hey!
I stand
Oh,
corrected.
Hey.
Hey, where's the look at this? Right, I'm rolling a municipal attack.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Vampiric Touch at level 4.
Okay.
So it's maximum damage dice plus.
I never die.
Oh,
Double?
wait. I stand corrected. No, he does look pretty good still. Sorry.
Oh.
I was looking at the wrong character sheet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's. Alright. So sorry, it's maximum damage die plus double, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. So, no, it's
20.
Yeah.
maximum damage dice
And then roll
number, and then you roll double your damage dice and add that to that number.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've got to find a way to
Oh,
say
please.
this that makes more sense.
We need a visual thing. It goes boo,
Yeah.
boo, boo.
Yeah.
I think we'll start remembering this after a while. We just need to hit more nat 20s.
So he takes. Because maximum is 36 plus double. He takes, I think, 52 necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay.
And I regain half of that as hit points.
Okay.
Ooh, girl.
So yeah, I just siphon life away from him.
Okay, so you see him pale slightly as you
What we done?
suck some of his life force out of his body. It's like, I will have that back soon. And
Okay.
Okay.
and he bares his fangs at you like,
I'll have them.
just for emphasis. Do you? Ooh. Anything else, Bramble?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him with my pitchfork.
Okay.
15.
It's my new thing. That's 18 to hit.
18 to hit is a hit. Yeah.
Nice. That's 16 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay. Is that it for you, Bramble?
Oh yeah, that's it from me.
So you wipe the smirk off his face, like he was like trying to be haughty and arrogant, and he's like, oh, he's like, oh, like he's been jabbed in a sensitive area. Kalo, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Yeah, I am. So is the bard goes down? He did.
No, he's still there, isn't he?
Ah.
The wizard is
He's not.
dead. The wizard on the left-hand side is dead.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Cray Cray split him in twain.
that was who I'm
Did his
thinking of.
signature move?
The old splitterooning.
I'm going to have to head off in a minute, but carry on, because we're nearly at the end.
Yes. I would like to. If I move, is he going to get an opportunity attack?
Yes, he
Yes.
will.
I kind of want to just like move, like rotate.
Oh, you can do that without a cost. Yeah.
Like I just want to go here, basically.
Yeah, you can do that. No trouble. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna do my lightning bolt in this direction. Boop.
Yes. Nice.
So, sorry. I'm gonna use my single 4th level slot for this one. So, each creature in line must make a dexterity saving throw.
So Dandy Fellow, he did you say dexterity? Yeah.
Dexterity saving.
He does 16 and the tiefling does 6, which is nothing. 16 to the Dandy Fellow.
There was to be 17.
Okay, so they both fail, so they're going to take full force.
Right, I'm just working out how much that is. 8d6 lightning. When cast use.
8d6.
Yes.
A lot.
Mm.
6 for slot above third, so I think it will be 9d6.
See you, Max. Take care.
Bye,
Talk to
Max.
you.
Bye, Max.
Take care, man.
Sorry. So
So as the lightning strikes the Ezra's opposite, he's like, oh, it's like, oh no, I've ruined my shorts.
I think worse than death for a bard.
Yeah.
Shit my britches! I've bricked my shitters!
The stains will never come out. It's silk.
so it's 36 lightning damage.
36. Wow.
Bye.
Fuck, that's a lot.
Crunching them numbers.
Yeah.
Crunchier than your Weetabix.
It also ignites any flammable objects in the area.
So his hat and his feather go up in smoke. His hair is burnt off his face, so he's bald. He's like, oh! He's like, oh no! But the tiefling seems a little bit more resilient, even though he's shocked and singed by the. He doesn't seem to have been as grossly affected by it. Is that it for you, Kayla?
I think I might be able to do my whip attack as well.
Yeah. Your bonus whip attack.
Yeah, I have. What is it? Magic.
So we'll do.
I have advanced war magic.
We'll
which
do.
will be
We'll
after
do
a spell.
your turn, Sif, and then we'll call it a night. I think because it's getting.
That's smart. Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I am just really out of it.
It's alright.
23 to hit.
That is a hit. Wow.
Cool. So, one slashing and. Okay.
Yeah. One slashing and what?
So,
There's some fire.
and 7 lightning damage.
Wow.
Lightning.
Okay, so they're both still standing, but looking, very much worse for wear. The bard is bald, singed, hatless. He's soiled himself. The tiefling is looking similar, but his whole physicality is a lot more resilient, so he doesn't look quite as bad off. So Sif, it's your turn. You're still facing off against your
My
monk-
mirror image.
your
Okay.
monk, double.
Yeah, let's see if I can still do this, because I'm not... Okay, right, yes. So I'm still facing the guy who's not me, but looks an awful lot like an evil version of me.
Yeah.
And, I'm quite offended by the fact that he kicked my ass just now.
So he says to you as
you
you're
know.
facing off against him, he's like,
We will take back our name and our reputation.
Like, fuck you, Will.
What now? And Misfits.
You really want that my reputation? Our reputation? Are you sure?
It was ours before it was yours. Imposter!
Sure, that's a concerning development. First time is not a hit because it's only a 13.
yeah, that's a miss.
Ah. Imposter. I am very much the only version of myself, sir. How about 19?
19 is a hit.
All right, okay. I am rather annoyed by his comments, so I just decide to try to stab him in the throat.
Oh,
That's how I deal with most people I argue with.
Stop talking.
I'm gonna make you stop talking forever. And so he takes 6 piercing damage and 1 radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah. So as he was about to spout off something else, he's like as you jab him just under his into his larynx.
Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. And also, I'm gonna spend the key, and I'm just gonna start punching the fucking guy.
Yeah.
Punch, punch, punch.
Yes. Bash, 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 bosh, bosh, bosh.
And so, flurry of blows. He is being attacked. First, he is being punched for 23, so that's definitely a hit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I keep forgetting that my hands are now a D8. And so, he takes, nice, 11, I guess, bludgeoning damage
Yeah.
in the face. And also, as soon as that strike lands, I try to plant another, which sadly misses.
Oh.
Still good.
Nonetheless, though, no, that was a miss, so I don't think I can do a stunning strike. So, yes, he gets stabbed in the throat and punched in the face, but
Okay.
nothing else bad happens.
So it was enough. He's mildly staggered by your attacks, and so
Who's next in the initiative?
it's the dung sweepers, then it's the kids up around the wall.
Who's it after?
We might as well do that next week.
You in the next initiative is Ezra. He's top of the round.
Okay.
So yeah, let's we'll put a pin in that there and resume next session. Thanks for playing, everybody. I hope that was enjoyable, despite the fact that you were all very close to death. Fighting.
I feel like that every day when I wake up.
Stop hitting yourself.
Has anyone got anything they want to raise awareness of or promote or anything?
Animal Crossing comes out on the 20th of March.
That doesn't need your help.
In case anyone wasn't aware.
Yeah.
And also, the Guildford Game Dev Drinks are coming up soon, and that will be on. When I Google it, I'll let you know. Games Drink Spa. Yes. So, on the 12th of March, this month, we will be all at the Pews Bar in Guildford having a drink and a good time with other developers. So if you want to come say hi or come and mingle or just, be more serious and try to make some connections, get yourself a free ticket to the Guildford Game Devs Drinks, and yeah, you'll get a beer and some pizza for free, and you'll get to talk. Yeah, free beer and pizza, and you'll get to talk to some devs. Yours truly included.
Yeah.
And that's on the 12th of March, 2020.
Nice.
And a lot of folks there also play and create stuff for D&D. So if you like D&D,
there'll be loads.
If you like D&D and video games,
Plenty
it's the
to
place
talk
to be. There's a
And
few-
board games. Just remember that the tickets are very limited, so first comes, first served.
There's a few Kickstarters that I can't remember whether they were my brain has just failed it before even attempting to finish the fucking sentence. One of them is an art book by you know what, I'm not even going to try. I'll just share it on social media because I can't recall the exact details. I'm an arse. Watch our friends 1D4+1 who stream D&D and podcast as well throughout the week. They're on Twitter and you can listen to their podcasts everywhere like iTunes and Spotify. Just look for 1D4+1. They're a great bunch and they're also funny and know their shit. So give them an ear, give them an eye, give them a
Give them a kidney.
Give them a kidney. Yeah. Also,
Black market.
bit of shameless self-promotion. Like this stream isn't just entirely shameless self-promotion on our part, anyway. The Dungeons and Dragons adventures are available on the DMs Guild, Fox and the Fae, which is set in the Feywild, and Craftmas with Gremlins, which is like a winter festive adventure. So maybe save that until next Christmas time, because it's thematically appropriate to that. Yeah. Fox and the Fae was created with the help of the RPG Writers Workshop, which is also an excellent incentive for anyone that wants to get into creating and writing TTRPGs. So I highly recommend taking part in the next RPG Writers Workshop when it comes up. Also, my adventure Craftmas. I've already done that one. My adventure, the Crimson Well, is featured as one of the 12. Modules you can play in the Blood Ties Anthology Volume 1 Bloodstained, which is also on the DMs Guild. First 50 purchasers get a $2 discount by following the link in the product description. Some of the Misfits did artwork for it, including Craig and Kat and Mike and Saren. And every single adventure in there is top notch as far as I'm concerned, because I also helped edit some of them. And yeah, it's great for the price you pay. So please support us and help promote it however you can, and we'd greatly appreciate it. So that's it from us. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again next week to resume this finale of our 10 days with the Dung Sweepers in Paul Metzger's Dung Work adventure, which is also available on the DMs Guild. So do please buy that if you've enjoyed what we've perverted about it. So yeah, see you next Wednesday. 8 p.m. UK time. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Be kind, be creative, play D&D.
Animal Crossing!
God damn it. Oh, what was the last one?
Swords!
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 Man, I've said that all week. Just like at my desk, just turning around, looking at people, just like swords.
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 Swords?
I was actually listening to that. One of them's on YouTube, I think. It's so hot. Like the first 10 minutes were hard to get into because all I could hear was iced tea. But it's actually pretty. Yeah.
Oh. You just have to sing it.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna get
Go to bed, Pat.
I'm probably gonna.
don't start making demo builds publicly. So yes, I shall see you all on Wednesday. And where's the Games Expo? The board games.
It's in May or something.